What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. How is everyone doing? I am exhausted per usual. I only got like 3 hours of sleep, so I'm tired. So we got a few things we're gonna do today. Um, we got that clip I was going to watch yesterday. We're gonna watch that today. Oh shoot, I gotta Google something. Um. Anyways, so we're gonna do that as promised, as I tried to keep my promises. Um. All right, there we go. Sorry, I'm just getting shit started. Uh. All right. Sorry. So yeah, we're gonna watch that video like I promised. I'll react to it like I said I was going to. And then we got some stuff on Biden. He's making some speeches and acting weird, and he's kind of bullshitting, or I don't know, forgetting, I guess. Yeah, he's forgetting some interesting things. So we'll go through it. We'll come check out why and everything. Hold on, yawning, tired. All right, and then Biden is also going to Hawaii, so we're going to check out some of the things that have happened leading up to that. And then Michael O'Hearn, the guy that the movie The Blind Side is based on. He's claiming now that his family, his adopted family, the Tuohys, never actually adopted him and had instead put him in a conservatorship. So we'll check that out. So we'll check that out. We'll see. We'll take a look at it. Yeah. So we'll take a look into that and we'll see what's going on. And then we got a funny video we're gonna react to, or not really react to, but we got just something funny to listen to, because it's hilarious. All right, let's get into this. I might end up cutting this show short. We'll get into the Biden stuff. I don't know if we'll get into the blindside drama or not. I'm super exhausted. So we'll see. Okay. All right. All right. So this is a viral clip from one of their FreshandFit's after shows. That it's a clip of a lonely man that I guess revealed the true nature of female. All right, so check it out.
It's interesting because a lot of the girls, children. If you are reading through this, find better, you'll be fine. On to the next. She ain't the one. Stop talking to her. Keep going. Women have a natural abundance mindset. I don't know if y'all caught on to that, but with their answers, you know what I mean. But you guys don't really. You know what? I'll ask that question after the video. Let's go ahead and play the video real fast that we have here.
I know the one you mean.
But their answers, guys, are very abundance mindset type answers.
This went viral,
which
actually.
Women naturally have that abundance mindset. So this guy goes, man gets emotional after being stood up at a restaurant waiting for his date to show up. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking to this girl for 2 weeks. I made plans. I'm just looking for my person. So let's go ahead and roll the clip.
So I just left the restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman.
Okay, here's the thing before we really get into this video. Like, as a man, you shouldn't be doing these type of fucking videos where you go and complain to the world how terrible it is, how horrible something that happened to you is, because it just makes you look sad and weak, and it's honestly more funny than anything. Like, honestly, like, I know I'm probably being an asshole, but like, why are you going on the internet and trying, oh, why are women so mean? I don't understand. Like, it's weak. It's sad, and it makes you look dumb.
About flowers. Aww. I've been consistent talking to this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that values somebody's time. Like,
and he's like on the verge of crying, which is like, don't cry. Like, look, dude, look, if you cry on the internet, you're just gonna be made fun of. So why, even if you're like not even actually crying, but you sound like you're about to cry?
I'm just looking for my person. Aww. I'm just looking for the one that.
Like, he's on the verge of tears. And what the fuck? What are you doing, dude? Why are you posting this? Like, no one gives a fuck. Okay. Like, really, it like I'm being an asshole here, but really, no one really gives a fuck. Like, the chicks here going, oh, that's so sad, but they're not gonna date you. Like, the chicks that are giving you sympathy don't give a fuck about you, and then the men are like, yeah, happens to us all. Man up, just go with it. Like, that's life. Fucking sucks. Like,
I guess he's out there for me. I want to be somebody's husband someday, father.
If you want to be someone's husband, someone's father, you're gonna need to be a man and toughen the fuck up. Don't go be going on the internet crying about your problems. No one gives a fuck.
I'm trying to do everything that's right. I just get stood up.
You already recording?
Like, my feelings didn't even matter. I'm sitting there eating a meal by myself, realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, dating shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love.
Oh my god, dude, this guy is just so fucking cringe and sad, and what a fucking pussy.
To be kind to one another. What, ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
Everything.
You're you. That's what you did wrong. You're a weak individual.
So
you're the type of individual who goes on the internet and does a TikTok about this shit.
Just left the restaurant.
You're playing smack that in the background.
Yeah, I was also like, singing the song in my head.
But ladies, saw the video.
And I want the audience to pay attention to what the girls were doing when they were watching him.
Bro, they were cringe.
They were laughing, cringe.
I am too.
Don't try to.
No, I'll let them talk first.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on that? We can start right here.
I mean, yeah, I feel bad for him that like he got stood up, but like you just like move on to the next person. Just keep trying to find another person, because honestly, that person just sucks. They clearly left him like stood up and whatever. He ate a meal by himself. It's not the end of the world though. Like, he can stand up and find another person. And
apparently, it was a big deal to him. He got on the internet and started crying. Like, I'm gonna roast this guy because like it's just so pathetic and sad, and like, want to know to guarantee not to get a lot of women interested in you. Tell me go on the internet, talk about how you were stood up and on the verge of crying.
And instead of like being all sad, you should just keep going and like maybe talk to a friend or something instead of just putting it online, because it just kind of makes it even worse for him.
All right.
Because
Interesting.
people just
Right.
look at him like a weak person.
Right.
All right,
No,
what about you?
that's true.
Interesting.
Well, I know, like you could tell, like it was really hard. I mean, I'm not a guy, so I can't really like
Relate.
truly understand. Yeah, but I noticed that it is a lot harder based on also some of my friends that are guys. Like they go through a lot of similar things, and it's really hard to kind of push after that because it's kind of like you just took a stop and you're just like, oh my god, like this just happened to me, and then the guy starts questioning themselves because then they're like, oh, am I not good enough? Am I doing something wrong? So in that perspective, it makes sense.
No, guys, you're
But
never
at
good
the
enough.
same time, it's that push and motivation that they need to ensure that they are confident in themselves, because then they think that they're not good enough, and sometimes they're actually more good enough than they think.
All right.
More good enough.
Yo,
LOL.
someone said he ate 2 plates and dessert.
So
What are your thoughts on that?
like it's sad, but shit happens. Guys also many times disappoint women. So I will tell him, cry. It's okay to
Yeah.
cry.
No, it's not okay to
You'll be
cry. It's
fine,
a lie.
Be honest,
And
though.
I
maybe
mean,
go find therapy
Do you
that will
think,
help
do you think men
to
flake
get
on women as much as women
Yeah,
flake
be
on men,
honest,
though,
though.
realistically speaking?
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
they disappoint many with the other
Mhm.
different stuff. Like they can disappoint differently.
But not like that though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, he just made a
Well,
really big deal
But
about
he's
it
like,
on the internet.
he
like,
didn't find
It
out
is a
he
big
had
deal.
he has cancer.
But-
You just gotta stood up and date. There's other women in the world. It's not
Like-
the end of
Abundance
the
mindset,
world.
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm so like,
Yeah.
bro.
Imagine every time that we got like stood up for a date or something, or somebody flaked on us, we made a video like that.
You know what's crazy?
Women do
Or
actually.
every
do.
time guys
They do.
go,
Yeah.
On TikTok,
guys
guys
goes
do.
a lot.
TikTok,
So
yeah.
it's like,
Like the reason why men don't go, the reason why men go viral for doing that dumb shit is because they make fun of them. When a woman does it, it's all over the place on TikTok. Women are constantly crying about not being able to get a guy to take them
because
seriously. Or,
guys
You
goes
even
all the
said it.
time.
He looks weak doing it.
He's
Yeah.
only
You
been
said
talking
it's
to her for 2 weeks.
all right. Only 2 weeks.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said.
Incredible.
I mean, that's a lot though.
He said
Yeah.
2 weeks.
That's a long
Yeah.
time
All
though.
right. What about
And
you?
I
What are your
think-
thoughts?
What are my thoughts on it? At first it was one thing, but as the video went on, I think he has like underlying mental issues.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah.
Honestly, if
That's
you're asking me my
crazy.
thoughts, I don't think he's fully.
Normal.
In the beginning, I was like, "Oh, this chick sucks," and people don't do that. Don't be an asshole. Just cancel if you're not
Mhm.
gonna go. Don't make
Yeah.
people take
Right.
the time, show up places. Like, be a fucking
What if
decent
I
human
told
being.
you a lot of guys are just like him?
I don't think a lot of guys are like that. And if they are,
No.
I think a lot of guys get stood up. You're right, but a lot of guys. I mean,
Many are,
clearly that
many
video
are
went
not.
viral because there's not that many guys doing it. You just
No,
said that.
It's viral
Are you
because
like
a lot
that?
of men
You
are in the
cry
same
like that?
You
shoes as him.
just said that it went viral because women do it, and so when a man does it, it's very bizarre.
No,
It's
no.
not as normal.
It's
They keep it to
on
themselves.
camera.
Yeah, exactly.
On
So this
camera.
guy
Do
doing
you
it
guys
on
do
camera,
that?
there's not a lot of men. Like you're right, there are a lot of men who get stood up that feel
Oh yeah, this is like the hoe that claimed to be a lawyer, and then it turned, I guess, like another episode. Turns out, like the FreshandFit channel audience, they found out she actually isn't a lawyer or some shit like that. I don't remember.
disappointed. But I honestly, you asked me my thoughts. As the video went on, he's different. Something he I would say he has some underlying mental health
Yeah.
condition.
Here's the thing.
They call
He also has a lazy eye.
him retarded.
Not calling him retarded.
Wow.
I'm
You
not
heard that,
calling
chat?
She
No,
is.
like he
She
has
thinks he has some
depression or
mental-
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
What I
not
think
typical
is-
behavior. Being upset,
No.
being stood up, that happens to a
How
lot of men.
could
But
you?
get clearly that you guys just admitted men don't, at least for 45.
On
We should all go
camera.
down again.
Yeah, men don't go and post it on camera, is what they're saying. She's like, I guess she's deriving that by them saying men don't do this. Meaning they don't go and post about, oh, a girl stood us up on camera. We don't videotape this. We just go, we eat it, and we, go about our day.
Yeah, okay, so
camera.
what is it
Really
about
sad.
him that made him do it on camera that other
Because he's a fucking wimp.
men wouldn't, especially for 60 seconds? He's a little different. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
To be honest,
Well,
like most men feel that way deep down, but they
yeah.
gotta
And
sit in
women
the corner,
don't.
in the crib, and just cry it out or just like figure it
Yeah.
out.
I agree that a lot of men
He
feel
was-
disappointed.
He was brave enough to put on
brave
camera.
enough or dumb enough to put on camera. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I wouldn't call it brave. I call it dumb.
Either or.
I
he did it,
mean,
which is
he-
why it went viral because
Look.
most guys don't ever do that.
If he stopped it at like the first 15 seconds, like, guys, I put in my time. This sucks. I want to find my person. If he stopped it there, it would have been different. But the way he kept going, that's
Mhm.
my thoughts.
I mean,
Yeah,
most
I
guys like
agree.
him was
But
shit.
what I'm saying is that a lot of guys are like him, where they their tonality is fucked up. They're not really confident. They're really like have a scarcity mindset with women. Will spend a bunch of time talking to a girl, bringing flowers on the first date. A lot of guys struggle with women just like him. I think that's why it resonates with so many guys, because he was brave enough to put a camera on him. But that goes back to my original point that most men struggle with women.
I don't think he's most men, but
Yeah, same.
Yeah, he
I
is.
don't think he's most men. No, we're all women.
You feel comparable to him?
This is a
That's how you
very
visualize yourself.
You just said that people are making fun of him.
Yeah, but this is a very typical guy.
I don't think people.
This is a
No,
very
it's
typical
not.
guy.
I just said I
he's
think
adorable.
He's. I'm not trying to like. What I mean is, you guys just admitted
But it
2 minutes ago.
happens.
This is more common with women doing, and especially getting on camera for. I said if he stopped it earlier,
I
but
wanna
as time
see
went
the girl
on, I
and
think
not
he
answer
actually
the
has
question.
some type of underlying issue.
He
And
didn't
he's
sound like
great.
a fan.
None of this
He
matters.
seems
She
very
just
sweet,
like
and that's
talked
why
to
I just said,
talk
girls
the entire
don't
show.
do this. Nobody should treat
No, you
people
call
like
him
this.
retarded.
I didn't call him retarded. I said
It's a
underlying.
depression.
He might have mental issues. I do think that. I'm being honest, but that doesn't mean anybody should treat any human being like this. This is
Oh,
unacceptable.
shut up, bitch! You know you stand guys up all the time. Don't. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's AirPods. I mean, shaved.
I mean,
That didn't bother me at all. That's not what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: a lot of men go through the same experience that he's describing right now.
That's true.
This is a very average guy. You can see he's a little overweight, etc. Like this is where a lot of men fall into this category of where this guy is.
And
Ever.
that's why I
I
said
wanna
people don't
see
treat
the-
people like this.
Yeah,
Like
but,
that.
but the
can say that.
reality is you can say that, but women are going to do that.
It's gonna happen.
Some
So-
women are, and those women suck. I agree
and
with you.
Most women are. There's a lot. Yeah, I'm willing to bet. Generally, most women have stood guys up on a date. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But the
I
same thing could
never
happen.
And this bitch definitely has stood a lot of guys up on a date. I don't care what she says.
did anything like this. Did you not hear my
Well,
answer? I
for-
never did that.
You flicked though.
No,
No, I never stood anybody up.
Yeah.
But
She's lying.
you still
never
flicked
said
though.
that.
Nobody
No.
brought me flowers and showed up somewhere. And I never talked to someone for
Well, you
2
don't know
weeks.
that if you
You don't know that.
No,
Yeah,
and I
like-
never talked to someone for 2 weeks and then flaked. That never happened.
Yeah, that's just
Lies.
the
Yeah,
first
guys do
before.
that a lot.
Either
Though.
way,
They
you don't
ghost a lot.
Yeah, they
Either
do.
way, I don't
but
know if he
a lot.
bought, if he bought flowers weeks in
Ghosting?
advance. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, he probably has
You
mental
just
health
admitted
issues
yourself that
It happens.
you ghost more than they ghost you.
No. Well,
Yes.
half and half.
Oh, now it's half and half.
Half
It
and half.
happens.
No.
You know.
Now it's half and half.
I would
Amen.
say, yeah.
All right. What are your thoughts on this?
It's the same thing as if a guy, like, I know he probably puts in more effort, like in a way of like getting flowers, so like maybe like make the dinner reservation, whatever. But girls like usually like
Oh yeah, whatever.
dress up more, like put on the makeup, hair, do whatever. Like,
Man, that's hard. You got to put on makeup to look good, even though you generally will go and put on makeup anyways. And it's real difficult to do all that stuff.
it's different things they put into the date, but whatever. Like, it would suck. I would probably not like cry and get the video if it happened to me. But yeah, it would.
Well, look, if you did it, you'd get a lot of sympathy and, don't worry, girl, he doesn't deserve you and shit. When this guy does it, like I just did, he gets made fun of. I'm making fun of this fucker. He's a fucking loser.
Would suck for me.
All right.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not Casanova. I've been stood up a bunch of times. I've been flaked a bunch of times. I'm not even trying to like, ooh, I'm so, I'm a suave Casanova type shit. No, I've been stood up a bunch of times. I'm a fucking guy. Of course I've been stood up. But I don't go on the internet and post it and on the verge of crying just because some chick stood me up. Oh well.
All right.
Too.
I think what he did was adorable, and I feel bad for him.
Oh, shut up. Adorable means adorable's as good as being gay. Like, oh, that's cute, but I'm not gonna fuck you.
Yeah, but you won't fuck him though. So.
But it's so cute
So
because
still
nobody
out.
does that nowadays.
Oh, you so cute. Oh, you want your dick sucked? No, fuck you. Look, full disclosure, I watched this episode of Fresh and Fit. I kind of forgot he said that shit anywhere. He's like, yeah, you won't fuck him.
What's a teddy bear?
Yeah. Last thing you want is female sympathy, guys.
Yeah, bro.
All right. What about you? What are your thoughts?
Well, as I said, she did you a favor. You're not wasting your time anymore.
Well, yeah, what about those 2 weeks that you were trying to put in just to take her on a date?
Recording on Zoom is so pandemic. That's why I use.
Yeah, I don't care.
I like
That's
that.
easy to say after you spend 2
I
weeks
mean,
and
you've
bought
been
flowers.
talking
But-
to her for 2 weeks, right? But you're not going to talk to her anymore. So she cut that, and you're better off
But why not
without.
from the very beginning say, you know what? Nah, buddy, you don't got a chance.
deuces.
We all
versus
agreed that
2
Yeah, I
weeks.
agree. That would be
2
better.
weeks
But
of flowers and
given the
place.
circumstances,
That's a messed up person. That's just like really.
This
fucked up
happens.
That's an average chick. That's an average chick.
person because,
Yeah.
like, not even a call or anything. You know?
No, but all
That's
of
messed up,
us in here
Yeah.
have agreed that that's not like okay.
And
Yeah.
most of us,
Yeah,
most
Yeah,
of
but
us
all of
guys-
you,
But they all do it. Oh, it's not okay. But you all done it.
all of you have flaked on
but
guys
none of us
way
have
more
stood
than they
up.
flaked
But
on
that's
you.
a stand up, and most of us haven't stood up the guy. So that's
I've never
that's a girl standing up a guy, and most of us said we haven't done that. I don't think it's
Yeah.
most women.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
how many of you guys have friend zone men before?
No, but that's
I don't think none of us would talk to this guy.
and it's different flaking and like
Got a point.
I'll play like board games with him or something.
She would if he was paying his bills.
No, I'll have him be my friend. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll let him be my friend. Means, oh yeah, I'll be your friend. Okay, that's useless to us. We want to fuck. We don't want to be your friend.
Like a ton.
There you go. That's even worse.
Bruh.
Diablo 4.
All right, go ahead.
Shout out to Diablo.
What about you? What are your thoughts?
Yes. It screams overcompensation. Okay,
Period.
the flowers, the 2 weeks,
Period.
like you're corny. So I'm pretty sure the
Nigga.
girl that he picked was out of his league. If you wanted a date, you want to find your mate, go to the library,
Period.
go to the grocery store, date someone who
How do you know that's not how she met this chick in the first
looks
place?
like you, who's going to be attracted to you. That's who you
But
marry.
do women typically date in their league though?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do women?
Yes.
Yeah.
People date across once again.
No.
Again, if you
Socioeconomic
want to date
status,
literally, you can
education.
tell.
But I think
Higher
guys
value
that
men.
try to like, get like women up here. Like
I try to
guys
find the best
try
man
to-
for
It's
her.
hard.
Because,
The
Women date higher
ugly ones
than
always
themselves,
shoot their
though.
shot the
Yes.
most.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
talking
no.
about
It
sex,
works.
men
It
date higher
doesn't
than
work.
themselves on
It's sad.
attraction. It
It's
depends
how
what
it is.
trait you're selecting for.
This is crazy.
Where's your lawyer?
Where's my lawyer?
Yeah.
What is that?
She's her
Oh,
own.
I'm my own lawyer.
No, you said you date. Oh, lawyers date lawyers. But where's yours?
I'm talking to one right now. He's watching.
Does he look like that?
I'm worried.
He's looking
for
to
him.
fuck.
He's doomed. All right.
All right. So there we go. That's the video right there. Before I start or continue, I just want to shout out Aladdin. That's Aladdin. I know it's like Aladdin, but there's an I. It's like, it's spelled Aladdin, but there's an I between the A and the D. Anyway, shout out to you. He just followed, he just followed me, yesterday. So shout out to you, man. I appreciate your follow. So now my With Ghost channel is beating my Gaming with Ghost channel. All right, look at that, man. Sorry. All right, let's see. What do I want to? Okay, you know what? All right, so now what we're gonna do? Just gonna look at some speeches Biden did. Hold on one second. Okay, so in a speech that he did yesterday, he did two of the I don't know. He said some weird shit and some dumb shit, but it's Biden, so who's surprised? All right, let's check this out.
Name me a single objective we've ever set out to accomplish that we failed on. Name me one in all of our history. Not one.
I mean, like this right here says, Afghanistan. You failed on Afghanistan. Let's see. You failed student loan forgiveness. Like, what are you talking about? Name one single objective we set out to accomplish that we failed on. You failed a bunch. What are you fucking talking about? So yeah, during his speech, he did that. He's like, name one objective we failed on. Well, Afghanistan, you got like, was it 7? Was it like 11? Was it 11 soldiers that were killed during the pullout of Afghanistan? You botched that. The student loan forgiveness, botched that. Shit, there's like a lot of shit that he tried to do. He's failed. So this was just a dumb moment. But it's Biden. You kind of expect dumb moments from Biden. And then in the same speech, I don't know if this was at the end or before, but it is the same speech. You can tell because of the chick in the yellow right here. All right, so here we go.
I know some really great ice cream places around here. I want to say one thing to your children. I know some really great ice cream places around here.
How's that funny?
Daddy owes you. Okay? So talk to me afterwards. I want to.
It's just a weird thing to say, right? Like, I know some great ice cream places around here. Daddy owes you. The fuck are you doing? You don't talk to my kid like that. If this some normal dude was like that and was like, ugh, it was like, hey kid, I know some great ice cream places around here, and Daddy owes you. What the fuck? And he specifically says, I want to say one thing to your children. It wasn't like he was talking to this group right here. He's like, hey, I know some great ice cream places around here, guys, and Daddy owes you or something. I mean, that's still fucking weird. But he's like specifically saying to your children. Like, this is just weird. And the whole room laughs. Why? How is that funny? Like, maybe I'm missing the context of it from the speech and everything. So I might be just missing the context of it. Maybe let me find out. I'm on the. I just looked it up in the New York Post, which is a very biased source. It doesn't look like there's any context that helps make this make sense. Okay, I don't know. I don't see any. I don't see anything that is showing like any context that makes this sound okay. Like I don't know. I'm just looking. I'm looking. I'm on Fox News. Fox News. You don't get that reference. You need to watch Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah. So I looked at Fox News and I've looked at New York Post. And so, that's one conservative, one leftist. And they both don't give any context to like how this would actually like make sense or anything. So I don't know. I'm not going to go through the whole fucking speech and all that stuff. So, so don't come expecting that because I don't really give a shit about Biden's speeches. I'm just going back to that other one named One Objective we failed on. Just want to see if someone's like listed all the shit that we failed on. I don't know. Oh, gas prices. That's another thing that we failed on. Our economics. We're failing on our income. We're failing on the border situation. Let's see. Title 42. We failed on that. So there's a lot of things that this administration has failed on. So I don't know why you asked that then. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Now, before we get into this, hold on. And you guys know what time this is. If you watch this show, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Speaking of which, I got to order myself some. I'm not going to do it on here because y'all steal my money. All right, so what I got to do here? What I got to do here is do this. I got to do some ads for Coffee Brand Coffee. That is what we're going to talk about right now real quick. We got Coffee Brand Coffee. It is a delicious coffee store that is unique. And right here, it even says roasted fresh to order, meaning when you order it, it that's when they start roasting it. That's how, so it's as fresh as you could possibly have it before, besides doing it yourself. It's as fresh as you could possibly get it. They have the classics, of course, light to dark roast, and then an Ethiopian light roast. I don't know what different is. They got bourbon flavored, double caffeinated, s'mores, but they have my favorite. Right here is French toast flavored coffee. That is my personal favorite. I have dark roast before. It's pretty good, but this French toast one is so delicious. All right. But not only do they have coffee, they have tea. If you're a tea drinker, you don't like coffee very much, and you grow up in England. Well, if you've grown up in England and you like tea instead, well, then there's a variety of selections of tea. There's English breakfast, gunpowder green tea, raspberry rose petal, and apple organic tea. If you are a British American, likes to be American, likes apple pie, but also like your tea because you're British, there you go. Now, this British one doesn't have caffeine, but they have caffeine ones, medium caffeine, highest caffeine, high caffeine. Apparently, there's a lot of different caffeines you can get. And not only that, fall is coming, which means winter is coming, which means that it's going to be snowing and cold. And you know what? There's nothing better than having some nice cocoa, some nummy cocoa. You got 3 different types of cocoa: velvety hot, rich caramel, and marshmallow cocoa. Oh yeah, delicious. And then they got cold brews. If you're into cold brews, they got you some cold brews. They'll help you out. Sorry. And then not only that, they have snacks too. A coffee company that also has snacks, nuts. They got a bunch of nuts, and then some delicious saltwater taffy treats. So, during this thing, you've seen various, what's it called? Yeah, I've seen very reviews by customers telling you how much they love it. You should too. Coffee brand coffee. It is a very delicious, nummy coffee. And so anyways, you see that scrolling there. If you're a member of Coffee Brand Coffee and you want to use get 5% off, you can use coupon code GHOST. You can also use my referral link right there, and that'll give you a 5% off. If you do a subscription, it'll only give you 10%. It won't give you the 5% because the subscription gives you 10% off. But still use that referral link. I'll put it right up one more time. You please use this referral link again. Because it'll help give me, it'll give me points, and so. But yeah, make sure you check out some Coffee Brand Coffee. It is quite delicious. All right, so now let's get on to our next topic. Oh, man. All right. Biden sharply criticized after saying no comment in response to death toll in Hawaii. Absolutely terrible. I mean, that could have been his comment instead of saying no comment. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, some bitch. There we go. All right, so but yeah, that could have been his comment. It's terrible. That would have been a better comment than no comment. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's it's 6 minutes. I'm not watching it. President Biden was sharply criticized on Sunday after telling reporters during a Delaware beach getaway that he had no comment on the rising death toll in Hawaii from severe wildfires. After a couple hours on the Rehoboth beach at POTUS was asked about the rising death toll in Hawaii, Bloomberg's Justin Sink posted on X, formerly known as Twitter. He said that the president's response with no comment before responded with no comment before he went home. Videos later confirmed his account, showing as Biden paused briefly before responding and getting into his transportation. Critics responded to Singh's post and hammered the president's response, saying it was embarrassing. MSNBC host Mehdi Hassan, who frequently defends the White House, said Biden's reported response would hurt him, called it unforced error. Or an idiot. Another journalist, Yashar Ali, said Biden's response was absolutely terrible. It seems like the president should have said something about that, the Washington Examiner Brian York wrote. I mean, like I said, he could have just said, dude, I think it's horrible. And I hope everyone has, I hope everyone's surviving or, whatever. Like no comment, really? This is a state, and this isn't like a different country or anything. This is a state in the mirror, in the America. Your response is no comment. There's just various responses. I'm not going to read them all. In response to a request for comment, the White House pointed to positive comments from Hawaii Governor Josh Green about the federal government response on Sunday, who told MSNBC that he was honored to have the president jump to it so fast. Did he, though? President Biden has mobilized and led a whole of government response to the wildfires in Hawaii from the beginning, working closely on it and receiving detailed briefings every day since. So he's received detailed briefings every day since it started. It happened. Okay. All right. That good. But then his only response is no comment. Sounds weird to me. You're saying that his only response to a very valid question about Hawaii is no comment. But he's getting detailed briefings. He's getting a lot of briefings. But all he can manage is no comment. Okay. All right. Sure, dude. Whatever you say. Yesterday, he received 2 updates from FEMA Administrator Chris Well while she was on the ground. As Governor Green stressed yesterday, within 6 hours of receiving Hawaii's request, President Biden signed a major disaster declaration and ordered all federal resources in the state to help with the response. Green described this as having provided amazing support for recovery, but his only comment was no comment. Senator Hirono also thanked Biden for the immediate support federal agencies had delivered for the residents of Hawaii, as has Senator Schatz. Like President Biden said on Thursday, I've directed that we surge support to these brave firefighters and first responders, emergency personnel working around the clock. I'm going to make sure the state has everything it needs for the federal government to recover. But again, he says no comment. He doesn't have a comment. While White House officials also said Sunday that Biden was briefed by FEMA Administrator Dene Criswell, whatever. On the situation in Hawaii, the president posted on an update late Monday morning as residents of Hawaii mourned the loss of life and devastation taking place across their beautiful homes. We mourn with them. Like I said, not only are our prayers are with those impacted, but every asset we have will be available to them. So he couldn't have said that either. Democrat Hawaii Senator Hirono praised the president Sunday on CNN's State of the Union. I really thank the president for declaring an emergency declaration with it. Oh, what the fuck? For declaring emergency declaration within hours of being asked to do so by the state of Hawaii. I was there with a family of federal agents, including administrators of FEMA, SBA, and U.S. Fire, she said. Maui resident told CNN that on Friday he wasn't getting the support he needed. I'm not getting what I need from the government, Maui resident Colin Milton said. We need support on the federal level. He continued. We should have the Navy here. Well, yeah. We should have a Coast Guard here. Yeah. We should have helicopters here. Shouldn't be me and my friends in our 20 or 30-year-old trucks grabbing supplies and driving them through a burning town to get there. I like how they just left this, at the end. And again, I just want to say, the president, he's saying, he's doing all this, and his response is no comment. So there we go. So he's doing all this, and the only thing he has to say is no comment. Interesting. Okay. So here we go. So now it's on the topic of Hawaii. Is this right here? It's President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will travel to Hawaii on Monday, the White House announced, as search, rescue, and recovery efforts continue to fall following the devastating wildfires there. Oh, so he's finally going on Monday. When does this happen again? Let's see. Let's see. Looks like it started it looks like it was first reported around August 10th-ish. Oh no, August 8th. So August 8th this happened. Okay, so this happened the 8th of August, and it's been 9 days. So let's see, he's going on the 21st. So 13 days. It's been 13 days since he showed up. Now, he had time to go to the beach and say, no comment on his response to questioning about it. He had time to go for a vacation. Probably had time to go and stop and get ice cream, but he hasn't had time to look. If a disaster happens in the country, your response should be to cut any vacation you have short, go down there. Maybe not get in the way, maybe not any of that stuff, but at least to go down there and be that leader and be like, look, I've directed a bunch of Hawaii, you have our support, stuff like that. It's something Trump would do. Definitely something DeSantis would do. But he had to have his vacation and not comment on all this has happened. The president and first lady will travel to Maui on Monday, August 1st, to meet with first responders, survivors, as well as federal, state, and local officials in the wake of deadly wildfires on the island. That's what the press secretary said. Planned visit comes amid mounting pressure on Biden. Yeah, that's why. He's going just because there's pressure on him. He's not going because he actually gives a shit. Despite signing a federal disaster declaration last week, had only sparingly referenced a disaster, which has left at least 100 dead. The relative silence did not go unnoticed by Biden critics, including former President Donald Trump and other Republicans, and the Biden administration in recent days has been promoting its commitment to help locals recover and rebuild. Jean-Pierre said, the Bidens will see firsthand the impacts of wildfires, devastating loss of life, land, and that has occurred on the island, as well as to discuss the next steps in the recovery efforts. Biden said in Wisconsin on Tuesday he did not want a presidential visit, which requires a significant security and operation footprint, to interfere with efforts of or divert response resources on the ground. As president, I'm just going to say this because, look, the VP visited Washington the other day, and it caused a giant backup in traffic and everything. Why don't you just, as the president, be like, "Hey, look, guys, don't do any of this. I just want to go in low key." Look, I don't know how it all works, but look, if I was president, and look, there's various islands and stuff. You send the Navy in and all that stuff, land there and all that wonderfulness, and be like, there's definitely a way you can do that without interfering. The interference is just like the ego of politicians. Like, you could absolutely, as a president, be like, "Look, I don't want any of this crap. I don't want to do this. Let's go. I don't want to deal with, don't do any of this like security crap or whatever. Just let's get in there. Let's go there. You can send the Secret Service there or whatever to do their whatever is, but we're going to go there." And look, it happens all the time when a disaster hits the president, a president visits and everything. So it always happens like that. Like, what the hell? Like I said, send some Navy, freighters there, send the Coast Guard so they can have a forward operating base on a warship or something like that, or aircraft carrier. And that way it helps significantly hamper how much issues you'll cause by visiting, basically. So Jean-Pierre said, the governor of Hawaii advised that the search and recovery efforts are expected to be at a stage earlier next week to allow for a presidential visit. Okay. The White House is taking care to ensure Biden's visit to Hawaii will not disturb recovery efforts on the island. Like I said, he could do that without whatever. Biggest goal was to make sure that we weren't going to disturb the ability of our search and rescue team to continue their operations. And when I was just briefing the president, he spoke with Green, and he asked the governor if there was going to be an appropriate time, and the governor agreed. Blah blah blah. But again, here's the thing: all of this would be a valid claim of like, "Hey, I don't want to go because all this shit that's got to go through a hamper." But it would be one thing if he wasn't at the beach, hanging out, taking some time off, and then when asked for a comment, saying no comment. I mean, that's the thing. That's why there's a lot of criticism going on. Like, this is look, I'll be honest. I'm even though I said, "Oh, it's a bullshit thing," whatever, is at least, that would be a valid response. But then you want to go and say, "Oh, no comment." What the fuck? So, in a statement Wednesday, Green said Biden's invitation to visit was extended in consultation with experts on the ground who are managing search and rescue operations, and was taking place at a time when extra presence will not hamper disaster management efforts. I'm not reading the rest of this. It's just a bunch of bullshit. All right. So I'm not going to go with the blindside drama today. I'm really tired. I got home from work late, so I'm really exhausted. So I'm going to do it a different day. I'll probably do it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So I got to change my shit because I'm just really, really fucking tired. Sorry, I'm just fixing stuff. There you go. That's all I ended up talking about was just speeches and then did that video. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Sorry. I was just fixing this up. So here's one last thing I'm going to do. And then I'm probably going to wrap up the show. So there's this, the Action News did it's like this video that Libby Evans did, and she's like she works for T Post Millennial. But here is this is the thing. This is just really funny. So here we go. Just listen to this.
And no arrests have been made. A 71-year-old man is accused of inappropriately touching a 12-year-old girl at the Walmart in West Mifflin Sunday afternoon. According to
Oh, that's just always funny. A 71-year-old man was accused of inappropriately touching a girl, and it's like all Biden ever does is inappropriately touch kids. He sniffs them and shit like that. It's super fucking weird. The fact that they accidentally posted like a State of the Union like announcement or whatever was just funny as hell. Anyways, that was just something funny. Get some humor up. All right, so like I said, I'll do the blind side drama going on. I'll do that tomorrow instead. I just want to go to bed right now. I'm fucking exhausted as hell. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to follow me on Rumble on Rumble with Ghost and YouTube. I do a daily show at 6:30 a.m. Pacific generally, so check me out there. When you do, make sure you follow me on the Rumble, YouTube too if you like. I have a gaming channel, Gaming with Ghost, on Rumble and Kick. Check me out there as well. I'm playing Spider-Man currently, the Miles Morales one. Follow me at official W Ghost, and I always set up links when I do my show, so check me out there. Make sure you use this coffee brand coffee.com referral link right here for me if you want to get 5% off your coffee stuff. Anyways, so I hope you all have a good day, and make sure you give me a like and follow. Peace.